Well, a couple gets the surprise of their life. Teenage triplets.
You heard that right. They donated their frozen embryos about 20 years ago to help other couples building a family. But now their donation is truly paying off for them. Meet Brooke and Chris Martin from North Houston. Their parenting journey began more than 2 decades ago with infertility issues.
We decided to do in vitro and went to a fertility clinic in Nashville. And it went very smoothly.
It may work, it may not work. We went in with the faith knowing that God was going to take care of us through this.
It worked. Doctors helped them successfully grow 10 healthy embryos, and they implanted 2 of them. They were blessed with twin boys in the year 2000. Several years later, they were faced with the decision of what to do with the remaining frozen embryos.
Given the choice of using them, letting them thaw out, donating them to science, or giving them back to the fertility clinic in Nashville where we had lived, we chose that last option because that was what we believed was right.
The Martins donated the 8 embryos, sending them off with prayers and hope they'd grow into children who would land in safe, loving homes.
This is where it all began. Those are the embryos.
These 2 are our boys.
Oh my goodness.
And these are the ones that were frozen.
Fast forward 18 years, they got a phone call that would change their lives forever.
I saw this picture and I think my husband remember I kind of burst into tears and said, that's our kid, there's no doubt. It looked just like our boys.
They quickly learned the young man reaching out to them had siblings, triplets, 2 more sons and a daughter, now 18 years old. Insert the Monroe family.
Well, for my 18th birthday, I asked for a DNA test just because my dad took one as well and found his biological family. And so I was like, you know what, might as well, I get to see where I'm from. I doubt I'll find the biological parents that we have.
He surprisingly did. The DNA test led him to the Martins' relatives.
I contacted him and I was like, hey, I'm on your family tree. I don't know if you know anybody in your family who could have donated embryos or just gave away some kids. He was like, I actually might know someone.
That's how these 2 families from different states became one. Everyone with open minds and happy hearts. Here's the moment they first met at the airport during the pandemic. Both sides of parents had explained the situation to their children when they were younger.
It was definitely a shock and awe factor, but I don't think it was as detrimental as for other people, because we had always grown up knowing that there was a random possibility of this happening.
Same for the triplets. It's been a blessing to get extra tender loving care as they recently lost their beloved mother, Becky, to cancer.
If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here. It's a group effort, of course. My mom had us and carried us, but from the beginning, it was them who blessed us. So, I think that in the end, it really ended up helping us, and I really do think it was sent from my mom.
A lot of love in this family of triplets. Their dad, Trey, always believed his kids came from good stock.
We asked questions about the donor couple when we were going through the process, and I remember the doctor kind of smirking and saying, oh, they're a lot like you. And we really felt that, since we met.
Similarities between the 5 siblings are undeniable. Lauren felt Christopher was a male version of her.
My jaw just dropped, literally to the floor. It was crazy. Yeah.
All right, Christopher, how do you feel about that? Are you seeing the female version of you here?
Absolutely, yeah. It was crazy to know that there was a female sibling, period. And then to see the similarities in the face.
Plus, they're both musically gifted.
I won't be silent, you can't keep me quiet.
Beautiful harmony. Even though they grew up in separate households, they share many interests.
They turned out to be really good people, and so I'm glad we met them and found them.
They want others struggling with fertility issues to know about the latest options. Now couples can officially adopt embryos and have the choice to stay in touch forever if they want.
And we were lucky enough to have so many. So I just believe that there are probably more out there. Will we ever know? Maybe one day. We don't know.
Maybe one day.
Amazing story.
Now, the Martin's son Matthew couldn't join us since he was on duty in the military, but join us for Lunch for the Soul today. We're going to be talking about the entire family during my live stream. That's from 12:30 today on Fox 26's website, fox26houston.com, or our Facebook page. You will get to hear so many more beautiful stories about this amazing family.
An amazing report.
Yeah, thank you. Really enjoyed the family.
I bet you did.